ChatGPT, ChatGPT, ChatGPT. In this particular series, I am asking for practical ways to live out Bible verses. Practical ways to live out Bible verses. Practical ways to apply Bible verses. If you've ever read a verse and thought, this sounds really good, but how do I apply it to my personal life? You can get some ideas from things like ChatGPT. So this particular one, I'll share with you what the question is and the verse. So this one comes from Luke 9:23. Luke 9:23. 9:23. And according to the NIV version, Luke 9:23 says, Then he said to them all. Whoever wants to be my disciple, must deny themselves, and take up their cross daily, and follow me, Luke 9:23. Luke 9:23. 9:23. Then he said to them all, whoever wants to be my disciple, must deny themselves, and take up their cross daily, and follow me, So my question is, what does it mean? To deny oneself? What does it mean to deny oneself and pick up and carry my cross daily? What does it mean to deny oneself and pick up and carry my cross daily? What are the practical ways to apply this message? So I asked that of ChatGPT. Back in May 12th, 2023, May 12th. ChatGPT's response says, Luke 9:23. ChatGPT, the response says, Luke 9:23. Luke 9:23. It's a call to radical discipleship. A call to radical discipleship. Where Jesus is asking his followers to prioritize their commitment to him above all else. Jesus is asking his followers to prioritize their commitment to him above all else. Let's break down the two commands that he gives desires and ambitions. This means to renounce one's own desires, ambitions, and self-interests, and to submit them to God's will. So number 1 says, deny themselves. This means to renounce one's own desires, ambitions, and self-interests, and to submit them to God's will. It is a call to let go of our ego, our pride, and our self-centeredness, and instead prioritize God's plan, and purpose for our lives. And instead prioritize God's plan and purpose for our lives. Number 2. This is the second command. Second command. In this verse, take up the cross daily. In the ancient world, carrying one's cross was a sign of shame and humiliation, reserved for those who were sentenced to death. Which was reserved for those who were sentenced to death by crucifixion. By using this metaphor, Jesus is asking his followers to be willing to suffer and make sacrifices for the sake of the gospel. It means embracing the difficulties and challenges that come with being a disciple of Jesus, and being willing to endure persecution, rejection, and even physical harm if necessary. It means embracing the difficulties and challenges that come with being a disciple of Jesus, and being willing to endure persecution, rejection, and even physical harm if necessary. The next section talks about practical ways to apply this message. It says practical ways to apply this message might include. But before we get into that, I brought a brush. I thought I would surprise you with something else in the middle of this one as well. It's a brush for a camera. Wanted to know what it sounded like. You can tell me if you think that that is helpful or a distraction. Practical ways to apply this message might include: number 1, and don't miss this because of all of the brushing. I'll take a pause on the brush and you can tell me if you like that. That's a rather squirrely sound it makes. Number 1. In response, number 1 of 4 bullets. 4 bullets. Number 1. Surrendering our desires to God. Instead of seeking to fulfill our own desires, we can ask God to help us discern His will and to submit to it. That was number 1. Surrendering our desires to God. Number 2. Putting others first. Number 2. Putting others first. others above our own. We can follow Jesus' example by prioritizing the needs of others above our own. By prioritizing the needs of others above our own. Number three. Embracing suffering. Number three is embracing suffering. When we face challenges and difficulties, we can trust that God is using them to refine us and grow us closer to Him. When we face challenges and difficulties, we can trust that God is using them to refine us and grow us closer to Him. Number four. Sharing the gospel. Number four is sharing the gospel. We can be willing to endure rejection and persecution in order to share the message of Jesus' love and salvation with others. We can be willing to endure rejection and persecution in order to share the message of Jesus' love. And salvation with others. Overall, to deny oneself, and to take up one's cross daily. Taking up the cross daily. Is to commit fully to following Jesus, even if it means sacrificing our own comfort. Overall, to deny oneself and to take up one's cross daily is to commit fully to following Jesus, even if it means sacrificing our own comfort, ambitions, or even our lives. It is a call to radical discipleship that requires complete surrender to God's will and a willingness to endure whatever challenges become our way. It is a call to radical discipleship. It requires complete surrender to God's will. And a willingness to endure whatever challenges come our way. Whatever challenges come our way. What did you think of that one? It's possible that the brush is introducing a layer of instability. The Annie's Organic chocolate dipped granola bars boxes that it's sitting on, that the microphone is sitting on, might be unstable. And this brush might be pushing Annie's boxes over their limit. There is no published capacity for Annie's Organic chocolate dipped granola bars boxes for holding a stretched beyond its abilities. It isn't complaining. That's something, a lesson we can learn. A lesson we can learn. It isn't complaining. It's not complaining. So let me know what you thought. And let me know what you think about asking ChatGPT about practical application for Bible verses. For Bible verses like Luke. Like Luke 9:23, 23, 23, 23, 23, 23, 23, 23, 9, 23. Let me know what you think. I'm so grateful that you could join me today. So grateful that you could join me today in asking ChatGPT this question. From May 12th, 2023. 2023. 2023. It was asked a while ago, but I'm sharing with you now, so you can enjoy it as well. ChatGPT's response has a lot less repetition than I include in this video. I'm adding repetition for ASMR purposes, not because ChatGPT has all this repetition in it. That's for you. I added the repetition for you.